Imagine that every time a drink is served in a bar, you receive money. Imagine having all the market participants in the beverage market as partners. Then imagine a technology that makes sustainability sexy and ultra profitable for you. Over the next 20 minutes, we're going to explain how SelfBar will give you the opportunity to fulfill all these goals and more. Vincent Calabot is the founder of SelfBar, an adventure that began 15 years ago when he stepped into the beverage industry. With passion for nature and technology, he has been producing and selling technological solutions for over 35 years that make life easier for our customers. And that's why 15 years ago, the beverage industry called on Vincent's services to help them find a solution to the problem of theft in bars. And he quickly realized that the biggest loss of money wasn't because of theft, even if it was significant, but because of product waste. These observations led him to create the first self-service tables in collaboration with DAV and Antoine, the market leaders in the manufacturing and installation of bar equipment. Today, they give him access to all their manufacturing and installation software. With SelfBar, he has gone from an expert supplier to an exclusive customer. And there's more. DAV and Antoine also opened their contact book to him and pre-selected several hundred bars where the SelfBar tables will be installed first. The self-service market, for those of you who have never heard of it, has been around for over 10 years now. The concept is simple. One table, one tap, and you serve yourself. It's user-friendly and fun for customers, and it means less waste for the bar, fewer oversights and scoring errors, and better profitability in the long run. It's time for a question. If it's so revolutionary, why aren't we seeing it everywhere? Nowadays, to have such a system in your bar, you need to invest between 100 and 200,000 euros. Even though this system is highly profitable, big businesses and large pubs prefer to invest their cash somewhere else. And that's not to mention the technical problems, which are heavy and complex to manage, given that the technologies have considerably evolved over the last 15 years. That's why in this mass market, because it really is a mass market, every single drinking establishment is a victim of waste and should take advantage of this technology. But this mass market today has turned into a niche market. So Vincent asked himself how to reverse the situation and develop a technology accessible to all the market participants. The SelfBar team has answered this question by developing its software box. What does this software box do? It allows, without internet access, without money exchange, with no maintenance required, and no need for software engineers, installation at a fraction of the cost of a conventional self-service system. To simplify this technology and integrate it into this small box, which installs plug and pay like a USB flash drive, it took us 75,000 hours of R&D. This software box isn't enough. It is only part of the solution. One of the components. You need other components to develop a mass market. The second factor is the ability to have access to data in real time. Put yourself in the place of a bartender who knows exactly what's left in his kegs, how much sales he's made, and if his kegs are at the right temperature. And the third component to develop a mass market is security. But why? Remember, Vincent was hired to solve the theft problem. For each drink served, all the actors got paid. The bartender, the brewer, and the intelligent investor. Money arrives instantly with every drink served, with every penny. This blockchain system, unique worldwide, received the Best Blockchain Proof of Concept Award by Interreg, acknowledged by a college of representatives of the largest European universities. Of course, in addition to the money, we made sure that personal and sensitive data were totally secure. To summarize, we have a software box, a live application, and secure data. The geeks think it's genius, but it still doesn't open up a mass market. We need something that binds these components together and a unique market promise, an offer that can't be refused. And that's the ultimate innovation, the game changer. Instead of selling tables, SelfBar makes them available free in exchange for a percentage of the sales of all drinks poured. How does it work? Customers receive and reload their SelfBar card. They simply place it on the table and just pour themselves a drink. Each centiliter that comes out of the tap is paid directly from their card, penny by penny. That's SelfBar, an ecological, economical concept that takes care of its ecosystem. In 2021, less than 2 years ago, the Federation of Belgian Bars won its lawsuit against the Belgian tax authorities on the flat tax on beer kegs. The FedCAF considers it dishonest to have to pay taxes on products they have not sold. Audits carried out by experts on both sides came to the same conclusion. Bar owners have been unfairly taxed 14,000 euros on wasted, unsold products. This is the equivalent of 56,000 euros of lost sales each year per bar. What does this lawsuit and its figures tell us? Even the tax authorities recognize that there is waste and that it can be easily measured. In fact, 22% of all kegs are wasted. This means that for every drink served, nearly a quarter of the glass ends up down the drain. A tap is set to flow at 6 centiliters per second. The next time you go for a drink, watch the person serving. Every second of product not flowing in your glass is money going down the drain. And when you put each of those seconds bit by bit, do you know how much money that represents in terms of financial loss just in Belgium? 800 million. 800 million euros per year of beer goes down the drain in Belgium. And in Europe, 50 billion euros. While doing something for the planet, SelfBar turns all this waste into money, and we don't stop there. And what are the biggest electricity consumers in these bars? Fridges, right? And with the SelfBar table, consumption is divided by 3. Less product waste, less electricity consumption. And SelfBar will also proceed in terms of better logistics and packaging. Let's take a case of water, one of the most profitable products in a bar. A bottle is bought for 46 cents and sold for 2.50. This represents a margin of times 5. What's expensive for this water is not the content, but the container. For equivalent content, a bag in a box or bib used with SelfBar costs $3.50 instead of $11.50. The margin for the bar goes from times 5 to times 18. It is huge. And what about logistics? We let you imagine the time saved by using the bag in box compared to bottle crates. We let you imagine the number of fewer trucks, since the bag in boxes are recyclable compared to the bottles that are returned. One of the leaders in the packaging market, Smurfit Kappa, tells us that we should have, just for the waste processing alone, 13.5 times less trucks on the road. Remember, at the very beginning of the presentation, we told you that SelfBar manages to make sustainability sexy and ultra-profitable. Time to talk about profitability. On the economic level, the margin for bars, which are our customers, is multiplied by 5. How is this possible? It's a fact. SelfBar eliminates oversights and scoring errors, saving over 12%. Waste is monetized, 21% saved. The fact that customers serve themselves when they want and as much as they want without waiting, 25% more sales. Through this set of gains, SelfBar has created the concept of eco-monetization. Nothing is lost. Everything adds up. From an economic point of view, SelfBar system is a world first, making automatic instant payments to all actors for each drink being served. Each of the actors receives his share: the bar, the event organizer, the supplier, the SelfBar Invest partner, and others, such as the SelfBar ambassador or the charity aid. And it's all made possible by a clever blend of cutting-edge, internationally award-winning technologies. A banking system linked to the blockchain in IoT-connected objects connected to each other, forming a private network, and all this managed by artificial intelligence. SelfBar extends easily your network of self-service tables with key partnerships. Why do we do this? As mentioned at the beginning, all the actors and market leaders are helping us by facilitating the implementation of SelfBar tables with their existing customer base. Breweries, stadiums, sports clubs, festivals, and high-flow bars are already on the waiting list for the first tables to be installed. And let us tell you why. Because SelfBar is a tool that generates even more sales. SelfBar is a tool that offers them a real and measurable image of eco-responsibility. SelfBar is a tool that gives them greater visibility through its augmented reality system. Here are 2 examples. Here you see the drop and spa ren. This allows you, even if you are on the other side of the stadium, to see where the tap is from afar via your phone. We see it in augmented reality above the table. As you can see, the key to SelfBar's rapid development is that all market actors have a vested interest in it and work together with trust. That's why, besides being ecological and economical, SelfBar creates a pleasant ecosystem for everyone. More pleasant for the customer. SelfBar greatly reduces waiting lines and provides a much more fun customer experience. You serve yourself, you play the bartender, you avoid losing your money by pouring clumsily, you enjoy meeting new people easily. More pleasant for brewers. SelfBar offers them the unique opportunity to have access to data that is extremely important to them, such as internal and external temperature, pressure, hygiene control, and much more. As you know, data has huge value for these companies. SelfBar also enables them to increase their drink throughput and sales. Finally, with SelfBar, they have a real ecological impact, which is very important for their branding. More pleasant for bars, festivals, and stadiums. SelfBar simplifies their logistics, greatly increases their margins, improves the customer experience, while drastically reducing waiting lines and queues. Finally, more pleasant for bar equipment manufacturers. With its connected system and data linked to artificial intelligence, SelfBar can reduce their usual breakdowns by over 60%, a huge saving for their after-sales service. Manufacturers are, for us, the cornerstone of our distribution strategy. They build our tables and easily integrate our SelfBar box, install them at their broadband customers, and get paid to take care of the after-sales service. With so many tables to build, SelfBar becomes their privileged, exclusive customer and a strategic ally. Now you know why they are our key partners. In summary, everyone wins. Consumers, brewers, bars, equipment manufacturers. SelfBar has created an ecosystem of trust and value creation between all actors. SelfBar is an ecological, economical concept that takes care of its ecosystem while creating value through a business model as simple as it is effective. SelfBar makes its tables available to the bars without prior investment, and you get a percentage on every drink sold. And that's not all, folks. SelfBar also sells territorial exclusives to SelfBar ambassadors, whose mission is to convey the values of eco-responsibility and set up the collaborative system and social aid in their area. Through the network of many first ambassadors who have already invested and are partners, SelfBar is in contact with major actors. Most of them you know. Sodexo Live looks after the Stade Vélodrome in Marseille, as well as Roland Garros. Bevers & Bevers looks after the Anderlecht Stadium and other top-level stadiums. But also, Tomorrowland and many other events have invested in SelfBar. Let's get down to the numbers. Let's take the example of one table that serves only 3.5 minutes per day per tap. 3.5 minutes is 92 beers per day. The bar is open 26 days a month. Total, 2,392 glasses per month. At 2.5 euros per glass, this makes a total of 5,980 euros per month. The margin for the bar, 3,000 euros per month. SelfBar's income, 1,016 euros per month. Can you imagine that only 3.5 minutes a day are served in a bar or a festival? Because 2,392 drinks a month may seem like a lot to you, but did you know that at Standard de Liège, 35,000 beers and 20,000 cokes are served on a game day? Ralph's Bar, located on Square of Luxembourg here in Brussels, serves an average of 3,600 beers on an afternoon when its terrace is open, and there are about 12 bars with the same type of terrace on this square. And here we're not even talking about the student bars, the bars within Le Carré in Liège, and let alone the stadiums in Spain or Germany with which we are in contact. Okay, let's do it. I'm going to talk about FC Schalke 04 in Germany, who gave us their figures last week. It's more than 145,000 glasses of beer per game, and they don't drink small glasses over there, not counting the cokes sold, where we're still waiting for the figures. You understand that if we start talking about these kinds of figures, then people won't listen to us anymore. That's why we prefer to present to you the most reasonable calculation as possible, and by reasonable, we mean the lowest. Besides, the minimum contracts signed with the bars that will use SelfBar tables are at that tier. We select bars with a throughput of over 2,400 beers a month. So that's where the figure of 1,000 euros a month comes from. It's the minimum guaranteed in the contract we sign with the bar. If it doesn't meet this quota, the bar's manufacturer removes the SelfBar table and puts it somewhere else. In fact, all the market actors who know the figures of the beverage industry have offered SelfBar Company to finance the whole project. We respectfully declined their offer, quite simply because it does not fit at all with the SelfBar founders' vision and ambition. A big firm would have automatically limited development by imposing restrictions that would only serve their interests. By maintaining our independence, SelfBar is free to serve all types of drinks, beer, water, wine, soft drinks, fruit juices, etc., without any constraints, and to retain its collaborative model in which everyone wins, even the big firms ultimately. That's why we've developed a launch strategy that enables us to establish ourselves as an exclusive partner among bar equipment manufacturers. By having, from the launch, the financing of the first series of tables, business developers and trained technical staff, as well as a working capital to secure the leasing for the second series of tables directly from the banks. Then SelfBar will be in a position to sign non-compete agreements with all manufacturers and consequently lock in the market. To achieve these objectives, we are raising a fund of €1,500,000. As you have noticed, the SelfBar model is self-sufficient. Once production has started, the money generated by the first tables finances the next ones, and so on every year with more and more tables. And once we've reached our goal, we won't need to bring in any more capital funds. And we aim to start producing the first tables before the end of the year. We're giving you the opportunity to take part in the closing of this fundraising campaign. Here is the SelfBar offer, which is a revenue assignment agreement based on a percentage of the sales you will receive. It covers the whole European territory, which means that you'll earn sales commissions on all SelfBar tables and also on the sales revenue from European territorial exclusivities. We've chosen to use an assignment contract, following the mindset of SelfBar, which is to bring the best to each project partner because this type of contract allows total transparency. You become the owner of part of SelfBar's income for a period of 20 years, and you will be paid directly into your account as a yearly revenue. For the record, David Bowie, the famous singer, used this same type of contract to finance the production of his works. This global contract is represented by 1,500 shares of €1,000 each. Over 700 shares have already been reserved, and 800 are remaining. As soon as all of these shares in the contract have been purchased, you've got it. The offer ends, production starts, and the rest is self-financing. We don't want more because we don't need more. Here's a simple way to think about your earnings. Let's take, for example, a person who acquires 100 shares, €100,000. Your 100 shares are like a vacant lot that you buy, and SelfBar is a real estate developer who will come and build apartments on your land. You will get part of the rent that he will collect on these apartments. In the first year, the developer builds the first buildings, which takes a while. The first tenants arrive before winter, and you start to collect your first rents. Second year, you collect the rents of the first apartments all year long, and during this time, the developer constructs new buildings, and the tenants begin to pay you rents too, which are added to the part of the rents that you already get, and so on, year after year. This is what it represents with just the minimum of €1,000 a month per SelfBar tables. First year, table manufacturing startup, 295 planned. Your gain, €11,600. Second year, we speed up production, 1,655 operational tables. Your gain, €65,500. Third year, we increase production to 3,745 operational tables. Your gain, €95,000. At this stage, you've already won more than €172,000. Of course, if these tables are installed in places such as stadiums, for example, we'll let you do the rent calculations. And that's not all. When you invested in your land, there was nothing on it, but after a year, there are apartments with tenants. And what happens when you sell a property in which there are tenants paying rent? You sell it for more. Well, here, it's similar. In this example, your contract is worth €100,000, but as soon as the 295 tables are installed, your land is now worth €655,000. And the second year with the new tables, the valuation of your land increases to €950,000, and in the third year, €1,600,000. What if you need cash now? We've created a platform linked to your contract, giving you total freedom to make your shares more easily cashable and transferable. At any time, you have the freedom to sell any percentage of your shares to a third party. This scalable growth is achievable because the SelfBar project incorporates the world's biggest market, the beverage distribution market. And SelfBar provides a better solution requested by all partners. In summary, the world drinks and always will. SelfBar is offering you a unique opportunity. We're delighted to be able to share this with you and have you by our side to help us transform this industry towards a cleaner and more profitable world. What do you think?